Imagine, if you will, the ultimate punishment, not by sword, not by fire, but by weight. A slow, calculated crushing that would grind the very breath out of your body. Welcome to the medieval execution known as pressing, or peine forte et dure. This was a sentence designed for silence, but it's left us with a story we'll never forget. In the justice system of medieval England, silence wasn't tolerated. If a prisoner refused to enter a plea, if they refused to confess or deny, there was another choice waiting. They would lie down on the cold ground, a heavy board placed across their chest, and the process would begin. Weight, stone by stone, pressing into their ribs, squeezing the very breath from their lungs. No blood, no mercy, just relentless, crushing pressure. For some, it was simply a slow march to death, 1 inch at a time. For others, it was a calculated way to break a person's spirit. The ribs would slowly collapse inward, the weight forcing its way into the chest cavity, pushing air out, restricting any chance to draw a breath. Sometimes the torture would last hours, sometimes days. One of the most famous tales of pressing came from Salem, Massachusetts, in the dark days of 1692. Giles Corey, a stubborn and unyielding man, stood accused of witchcraft. But rather than enter a plea, he refused. Silence was his final act of defiance, and so they sentenced him to the strong and hard punishment to be pressed. For 2 days, stone after stone was laid upon his body, a brutal weight forcing life out of his chest. Each breath was harder, more painful than the last. And yet, in the face of such relentless torment, Corey's spirit did not break. His final words, uttered through cracked lips, were more weight. But perhaps this dark chapter didn't end with Giles Corey. Some say his final words, more weight, weren't merely a last act of defiance. They were a curse. Within days of Corey's death, strange misfortunes struck his accusers. Cattle fell ill without cause, crops withered overnight, and, most curiously, the presiding judge, Samuel Sewell, was plagued by dreams of crushing weight pressing down on him each night. He awoke gasping, haunted by a weight that had followed him from the shadows of the trial to his own bed. It's said that even centuries later, in the dead of night, Salem locals have reported feeling a strange, unexplainable heaviness pressing down on their chests as they sleep. A weight that seems ancient, a reminder that some shadows, once cast, may never truly fade. Pressing was eventually abolished, fading into the dark annals of history. But it serves as a reminder, a haunting echo of an age where justice was cold, unyielding, and willing to crush anyone who defied it. Thank you for your time. See you in the next one.